Step right up, folks. You're now entering It's a Circus, where parenting isn't always a show-stopping act, but it's certainly entertaining. I'm your host, Elsa, here to prove that no one really knows what they're doing, and that's perfectly fine. Let's have some real conversations, peel back the layers, and remind you that you're never alone in the madness. Let's get the show rolling. Hey, and welcome back to my solo series. I am a little under the weather today, so if my voice is crazy, I am sorry. But I did want to make sure I got an episode out and talk about a couple things. And one of the things that has kind of been sitting with me for a while is this idea. And actually, Kay spoke about it in the episode of Rise of an Icon. She talked about how even when she is single, she surrounds herself still with like couples that she admires and still makes time and an effort to spend time with couples as well as her single friends so that she can continue to see like, oh, this is what I would want in my life. And I love that. And for years, I mean, these are common things, especially in like the self-help world, where it's like you're the sum of the 6 people you spend the most time with, or your friends reflect your values, or all of those types of things. And I just think that's really something to think about. I had talked about building and making new friends when you're a mom, and I think this is one of the aspects that I kind of like forgot to say. But as I am making an effort with my business and growing my businesses, I'm also thinking about, okay, what kind of entrepreneur do I want to be? And finding these people in the world and aligning myself with them, or seeking out and spending time with them. I went to a networking group, a local one here, the Business Blend Collective, and it's just like you walk into the room and the whole energy is just alive and bright, and people are like, what is your business? And you easily get the opportunity to talk about it, and everybody's there, encouraging that. And I think when we think about our motherhood journey and we think about career, or like what's next for you, or what are some of the things that you value in life, it's just a reminder to seek out examples. Seek out examples that are living the life that you want to, or that are living the way that you would like to, or that are creating businesses the way that you like to, or are doing, their family life the way that you would want to. Seek those people out and really find some time to soak up time with them. Whether that is like, hey, let's grab a coffee, or whether it's just being in their presence in a group, which I think is equally as valuable. But this idea of understanding that, what you want, or what vision you have, or what dream you have, or goal that you have, find those people that are around you that are emulating that. And if you cannot, go and think about, okay, where would that type of person be and live, and spend some time there. So that power of an example is so incredible. This week specifically, I got to have a lunch with a fellow woman entrepreneur and got to just like share some ideas and kind of be in her energy a little bit of like what she's doing and what she's focused on. And it was just so life-giving to me. And then having the opportunity to head out to a networking group that a lot of them, if not the majority of them, are moms, and they're also out there like hustling in the soft girl way, but like they're out there hustling, doing their thing. It's such an incredible example of, yes, you also can do that. You also have the skills to do that. Surround yourself with people that do that. It's such a powerful example. And so thinking about, okay, how is this year going to continue to grow and thrive? And now we're in February already. It's month 2 of year 2026. And for me specifically, these types of interactions just become more and more fruitful and beneficial. And so whatever your goal is this year, whatever your goal is this week. I mean, whoever you want to be, whether it has to do with family, health, business, your mothering, homeschool, schools, whatever that is, seek out those environments that fire you up, those environments that you want to be around, those environments that are really giving you life. I think that's just, we have the opportunity to choose. We have the opportunity to make choices of where we spend our time, where we physically are, to a certain extent. And sometimes it is easy to get stuck and say, oh my gosh, well, these are just, always have been my friends, so I have to be friends with them. Or, I don't have time to be social, so I only, can hang out with my family or whatever. But there are opportunities. If you can make them, they're definitely worth your while to seek out those people that are either one step ahead of you, a few steps ahead of you, or at the place where you want to be. So I think if that was just something that like really happened for me this week, and I am just like so incredibly grateful for all of these women and these people and what's happening in our community. I would only ever encourage people to do the same. And when I think about why I started this podcast, it really was to find other people, to listen to other people that had maybe been in the same spot as I am. And as these stories continue to come out, and as people that are so willing to be vulnerable and honest, the biggest lesson that you hear and the biggest like thing that they have to share is like, I wish I could have heard something like this. I wish I could have heard someone say these things. So as always, the giant message is, we're not alone in our bubble. There are things that we can do. And that power of who you surround yourself with is so critical and so important. I only wish that it is positive and that you're celebrated wherever you go. So thank you so much. My voice can only last this long, and I know it's just a small snippet of the million more topics that we're going to dive into. You know what? Have a great rest of your week. If you haven't, catch up on some of our past episodes, or give us a follow, add into the comments in the chat with your favorite episodes. I'd love to continue to stay in contact and hear from you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening to It's a Circus. If today's episode made you feel a little less alone, share it with a friend who might need it too. We are building something amazing at the Turner Brothers Circus, an entire space designed for parents to find connection, laughter, and support. I'd love for you to be a part of it. Remember, you're doing better than you think. Stay grounded, stay real, and embrace that beautiful mess. And as always, the show must go on. Until next time.